So today, May 17th, 2018, Activision and Treyarch has decided to do their grand reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 coming out in October of this year. And just like everybody has said around the internet, the rumors are actually true. They are doing away with the typical single player campaign and kind of focusing more on the multiplayer with the zombies and even a Fortnite like Battle Royale uh, edition in the game. And so I have some mixed thoughts about the removal of the single player. Uh, while I haven't played Call of Duty in quite a long time, I remember finishing, I think, Call of Duty 2 and playing Call of Duty 3 on my Xbox 360. I did play some of the newer ones with my sons on the PS4. I think it was Call of Duty Ghosts, and I had a lot of fun with it. And I know my son is a huge fan of Call of Duty. He plays the multiplayer ad infinitum, and then he'll go back and play the single player. Um, I personally would like to wish they would continue play having a single player campaign. At the same time, I've known that folks have been increasingly dissatisfied with the single player campaign simply because I guess one they were becoming too short. I think they were able to finish the single player campaign in 4 to 6 hours, and two, with the games going more and more into the future, it was just becoming, I guess, more and more unrealistic as far as the weapons and outer space and all that. So people were getting disenchanted with that. But I firmly believe that um, you can have a single player campaign as well as a multiplayer campaign and do well. But in this day and age, it's obvious that the multiplayer is more profitable for Activision, um, especially in the realm of loot boxes and esports and all that and currency and everything else that's going on. The world is becoming more and more multiplayer, and so if and I think there was a recent study that showed that most of the people that played Call of Duty did not finish the campaign. So if the data is there to prove it, or to support it, then I can see getting rid of the single player. It's just the old player in me that prefers single player campaign. But that kind of goes into my argument of why not have the best of both worlds. If a player wants a game for its multiplayer, maybe they can just purchase the multiplayer portion. And if a person wants the single player campaign, maybe they can just purchase the single player portion. Um, and I liken this back to Tomb Raider and Uncharted, two series I'm a huge fan of, but I saw no point in having multiplayer options shoehorned in. I am not a multiplayer person, so I would have gladly have purchased Uncharted single player campaign only, instead of having multiplayer thrown in. But if somebody wanted to play the Uncharted multiplayer only, they should have that option as well. I think we could have done the same thing here too. But you know, look, I'm just a small guy here, and I'm pretty sure the folks at Activision have seen the return on investment when it came to the single player campaigns. Because I noticed the past few years, the player campaigns they were putting in a lot more known faces, like unfortunately Kevin Spacey, but we also had Kit Harrington and a few other known faces. So I'm sure that came with its own set of additional costs, and if people aren't playing it, then you're not getting the return on, getting those actors in. So, if you could take that money and make it a better multiplayer, and you can make more profit of it, that's what business is all about, people. So, anyway, but one of the other cool things that I thought was interesting of this presentation was the announcement of the Battle Royale, and I think they were calling it Blackout. Uh, Everybody's into Fortnite these days, the whole Battle Royale thing. My sons play it, I watch them play it. Um, Once again, I don't really play it that much, but it'll be interesting to see how Call of Duty does this battle royale thing. And from my understanding, they're supposed to it's supposed to be a huge world that allows both air, sea, and land vehicles, and just about every type of weapon that ever existed in the Call of Duty universe. And that's going to be quite phenomenal. They also showed some presentations on the zombie modes. Um, I am, for one, not a zombie person, so I could take it or leave it. But one of the things that interested in me was one of the videos showed uh, the people back in gladiatorial times, and they were fighting with conventional weapons like swords and axes. And I kept asking myself, how is that Call of Duty if you're fighting with a sword and or an axe? Because most Call of Duty games, you're firing a gun. That's just me being technical, but hey, that's what I'm wondering. Anyway, I think this might be a positive step for Call of Duty, and I think a lot of folks are going to be excited. So that's my question to you: are you excited for the new Call of Duty Black Ops 4? Let me know. Post it in the comments below. Or do you think it's a huge mistake that they're getting rid of the campaign single player? It's always a toss up. The world has seen God of War recently, and it's sold like hotcakes for a single player. You got a new Spider-Man coming out in a few months. They've already said no multiplayer. So, but we've had Star Wars with it was just multiplayer, and everybody complained. So I think everybody has is on the sides. Let me know what you think. If you like this particular rant on Call of Duty, hit that like button. If you want to hear more of my rants when it comes to video games, movies, TVs, WWE, or anything else that comes to mind, you can always hit that subscribe button. And you can also hit that notification bell and be notified of any future rants or anything else I decide to post. Anyway, I'm out of here for now. Until next time. Peace out, players.